Copyright applies to the following verbal and written content. With the exception of the content owner, complete content, excerpts, and links may be used for nonprofit purposes only, provided that full and clear credit is given to the following names wherein: Diary Single Woman, Diary of a Single Woman, and Miss Anonymous. Appropriate and specific direction to the original content must be used. All rights are reserved.
Hi, I'm Miss Anonymous with Diary of a Single Woman. I hope that you have been enjoying my true erotic stories from my diary. Yes, I do have a lot more true stories to share with you. But in the meantime, I have a proposition for you. Yes, a proposition. I want you to take a journey with me. Take a journey into a mysterious, taboo, and intriguing world of sensual fiction. A world that offers a place for you to escape from your normal daily life. A world that expands your mind beyond boundaries. Beyond boundaries you never knew you had. A world where you discover intimate thoughts and feelings you thought you were incapable of. A place where you can indulge in nail-biting stories. Oh yeah, this is going to be so damn good. I'm writing this lustful, adventurous novel just for you. I've named this series as a tribute to the breathtaking trilogy that had us all glued to our books and movie screens. Well, fasten your seatbelts, or should I say, unfasten your seatbelts, and get ready to live life on the edge. Welcome to 50 Shades of Red.
Chapter 14, Part 1. I've barely eaten my food, and it's not because the food isn't delicious. Evelyn has prepared a wonderful seafood spread. I'm just anxious to find out what this masquerade mask fitting is all about. All Ethan or Dominic had to do was simply put the mask on to find out if it suits the event's purpose. Why do they need me? So, Ethan has told me wonderful things about your career, how you're working your way up to the top. I'm told that you produce really nice work, Dominic says to me. I try. Yes, I've been working hard all of my life, from New Mexico and now here in New York. I love to hear success stories like yours, and for the record, I truly think that women are way smarter than men, Dominic said with charm in his voice. Dominic is a real Casanova. All three of us share in light laughter. There's something calming about Dominic. Tell me, what's your favorite project that you've worked on? I would have to say it was an event I led for an Elite Designs client who was turning the big 5-0. This particular event was meant for a colleague of mine to lead. Unexpectedly, they had to take extended emergency leave. I was selected to take on the project. That was a turning point in my career. The event was a complete success. The opportunity just kind of fell into my lap, I suppose. That one event changed my life. I received a promotion that landed me here in New York. Fell in your lap? Somewhat. It sounds like you were a trusted and talented person who could handle the project. That's why your management chose you instead of someone else. Similar to how Ethan and I have chosen you to lead the planning for the masquerade ball events. You are trusted, talented, beautiful, and very sexy. Odd. Is Dominic flirting with me right in front of Ethan? Not knowing how to respond to Dominic's bold compliment, I silently turned to look at Ethan with an uneasy look on my face. Yes, she is very talented and very sexy. I admire my woman when she can turn on another man to the point of compliments. It reassures just how special she is. Evelyn walks out just in time. Would anyone like coffee or dessert? No, I think we should save our sweet tooth for downstairs. Have they finished setting up the room? Yes, Mr. Bowman. Everything is set up and ready to go. Excellent. We will head down now. Evelyn starts removing our dinner plates from the table. Let's go. It's time to have some fun and test out the masquerade mask. Ethan and Dominic stand up. I follow their lead and stand up too. Both of them walk over to me and both wrap their arms around my waist. I jump a little. It's okay, Keeva. We won't bite, at least not yet. I want you to relax. We are going to take good care of you. What the fuck? All three of us start walking until we approach the elevator and go in. Why do both of you have your arms around me? I'm sorry, but what's going on here? Dominic removes his arm and says, We're just checking your comfort level, gauging where we should start first. The elevator doors open and we walk off. Ethan goes through the regular entry routine and we walk into my room. Ethan suddenly stops and turns towards me. He gently caresses a finger over my cheek. Keeva, I want you to trust me. I want you to trust us. My heart begins to race. What are they going to do to me? Dominic and I want to give you the opportunity to open your mind to an experience that allows you to have fun and embrace your sensuality. I'm giving you small steps to help condition your mind for something more, as in the red chamber more. My jaws clench at the thought of the red chamber. Ethan gently puts a hand on each one of my shoulders and says, I want you to be comfortable. I want you to go into a state of mind where you can handle new things. You will be surprised at how empowering relinquishing control is. Relinquishing control
teaches you to trust yourself, to trust that you're making the right judgment of the person you are giving yourself to, trusting that they have the knowledge and the skill to handle the situation, allowing you to completely free your mind of any worries and focusing on the beauty of the moment. There's beauty in wanted pleasure and wanted pain. Most people are familiar with desired pleasure, but only the elite can understand that desired pain influences their strengths, their strength to withstand, to persevere, to become a stronger person. Don't worry. Tonight, we will start off slow with both pleasure and pain. You can use the safe word at any time, and we will stop. The most important thing to me is that you feel safe, my little dove. Ethan finishes, then kisses me softly on my forehead. Are you ready to try something new? New like what? I have so many questions. I've never been in a situation like this. How do I answer this question? I could just say no and nothing more will happen. Dominic can be on his way and I can be alone with Ethan. Ethan is who I want to be with. Why is Dominic here? Why does Ethan want to share me? Maybe he doesn't love me like I thought he did. Well, maybe he does. This lifestyle is weird. Part of me wants to say yes. When will I ever be in this type of situation again? This isn't an average situation. I mean, at least I know both of them. Well, Dominic somewhat. Dominic doesn't come off rough and self-centered to me. He seems to be more gentle than Ethan. His personality is more of charm than control. I'm nervous, but I'm equally curious. All that Ethan just said makes me want to have an idea of what he's talking about. I truly sort of want to know what he just said. Okay, yes, I'm willing to try something new, but as soon as I say garden, whatever is happening to me had better stop. Yes, our queen, we will be good servants and stop at your command, Dominic said in his most charming way. Dominic, the room should be open. Keeva and I will meet you there in a few minutes. Okay, I'll head over.
Ethan looks at me, then says,
Let's go to your closet and get you changed.
Changed? But I want to keep what I have on.
Here we go again. I went over this with you the other night. My house, my rules. The details of accepting an invitation were in the contract you signed. I dictate at any time during your visit via accepted invitation the room or rooms you will be in. Activities are solely at my discretion with the exception of the give control, take control game. You are participating in an activity, and I'm telling you what you need to wear for it. Keeva, this is the very last time I am going to remind you of this. Next time, simply decline the invitation. But if you accept the invitation, you are accepting the rules of engagement. I am going to ask you one final time, and note that this will be the first and last time that I inquire if you want to go through with something you have come here based on accepting an invitation. Do you want to partake in the activities I have planned here this evening? If you don't, this is your one opportunity to leave. If you stay, then you consent and accept whatever Dominic and I will do to you as covered by the contract. Okay, yes, I will stay and participate. Good. Now, let's get you changed. We walk into my closet. Ethan retrieves a black and white silk and lace corset along with black lace panties. He points to a pair of high-heel shoes. Change into these. I grab the corset and panties from Ethan and begin changing. Ethan continues to stand here watching me. I enjoy seeing you go through regular routines like getting changed. Some may find it to be unusual behavior, but I find it to be satisfying and rewarding. Admiring a lovely angel perform human routines. Ethan is so dramatic. Yes, he's right. Stalking is an unusual behavior. I put on everything that Ethan demanded. You are such a beautiful angel, Ethan says while wrapping his arm around my waist. Actually, I'm glad that his arm is around me. These shoes are not easy to walk in, like the ones I wore to work yesterday. The heel is way more skinny, causing me to be more careful in maintaining my balance. We approach the hallway, and to my surprise, we are able to make a left turn to go down the hallway. This wasn't here before. This was always here. It just wasn't accessible to you. There are a lot of rooms and secret passageways down here. The architect who designed this house truly brought my vision and fantasies to life. As we walk down the hallway, Ethan continues explaining how the house was built and some of its unique features. Yeah, this house is the word custom on steroids. We make a right turn and a large, wide room is in front of us. The room has black iron double doors. As we approach the room, the double doors automatically retract. There's soft music playing. The ceiling and walls are painted black. The carpet is also black. The lighting is a cozy off-white. There are paintings of black, beige, and gold silhouette type figures with hints of red hanging on the walls. A type of erotica theme, silhouettes of sexual positions. Against the far wall is a black Victorian chaise sofa with velvet upholstery, accented with beige trim and elegantly carved wood.
2 matching Victorian love seats are placed in front of it. Dominic is sitting in one of the love seats with the back of his chair facing us. There's a small table in between the 2 love seats with wine and wine glasses sitting on top. Standing tall against the wall next to the Victorian chase sofa is a large black armoire with intricate wood carving. Ethan walks me over to where Dominic is. Dominic is sitting in the love seat with no shirt on. I can't help but notice his chiseled muscles outlining his physique. Dominic stands up. Wow, you look stunning in your corset. Thank you, I said, trying not to allow Dominic to catch me staring at his muscular, bare chest. Ethan starts unbuttoning his shirt while Dominic walks over to the armoire and retrieves a red rose. He then walks back over and hands it to me. A beautiful rose for a beautiful queen. Wow, I'm flattered. You should be, Ethan says with his shirt now completely removed and his muscles that I'm so familiar with exposed. You have 2 men here admiring your beauty, your intelligence, your sexiness, and your openness. That's what some of our designated rooms at the masquerade ball events will be about. A place where people can become intrigued, fascinated, and fixated on human beauty. I have to admit, I'm nervous, but I kind of like the attention I'm receiving right now. I've never been complimented in this way before, back to back by 2 men. Please, have a seat on the chase sofa. I sit down. Dominic begins pouring wine into the wine glasses. We're going to ease into this. We want you to feel comfortable. The more comfortable you are, the more accepting you will be about receiving pleasure and pain. Ethan finishes while Dominic hands me my glass of wine. Ethan and Dominic then sit down into the love seats. How's the wine? Dominic says. It's rich and savory. We chose red wine for this special occasion. I take another sip as Ethan begins to speak. While we take a few moments to enjoy our wine, let me briefly explain what's going to happen. First, Dominic and I are going to give you a body massage. He will massage your upper body and I will massage your lower body. You should be nice and relaxed after that, becoming less nervous about the 2 of us being attentive to you. Oh my goodness. Both of them are going to give me a massage? Dominic's hands will be all over me? Next, we will have you put on the masquerade mask, and that's where things become a lot more interesting. With your mask on, you will have to guess which one of us is giving you pleasure or pain. I damn near choke on my wine. What do you mean by pleasure or pain? The pleasure will be sensual and sexual in nature. The pain will be mild for this session. If you allow it, the mild pain can become pleasurable to you. Ethan, I'm really nervous about this. Well, that's a good segue for us to begin your massage. Ethan and Dominic look at each other, place their glasses of wine back onto the table, and stand up. I'm about to freak out. I quickly finish all of the wine that's in my glass. I'm starting to get really good at gulping wine lately. Dominic moves his hands towards me to retrieve my glass. Ethan says, "Go ahead and lie onto your stomach." I position myself on the sofa so that my body is stretched out, with me lying on my stomach and with my ankles crossed. "Let me remove these for you," Ethan says while removing my high-heel shoes from my feet. Next, I hear Dominic's voice. "And let me loosen this for you." He loosens the strings on the back of my corset, causing my breast to become free from the corset cups. I feel Dominic's hands on the back of my neck. My body jerks, unable to contain my nervousness. "It's okay, my queen. I'm going to take good care of you," Dominic said, responding to my body's reaction. I feel Ethan's hands wrap around the base of my feet. He starts massaging them. Dominic starts massaging my neck. Both Ethan and Dominic's hands are deliberate in pinpointing my most tense areas. This actually feels good. My nervousness starts to subside. I'm not sure if it's from the soothing music, their hands, or the wine. Most likely, it's all the above. My face is turned to the side. I can't see Ethan behind me, and I won't dare look at Dominic standing in front of me. If I did, Dominic's pant zipper would be right in front of my face, meaning that his dick print would be right in front of my face. I close my eyes to help prevent my mind from racing with nervous thoughts. I sense Ethan kneeling down onto the carpet. I feel Ethan's warm mouth close around my toes. He's massaging each toe with his tongue. Oh my, this is arousing. Dominic straightens out my arms so they are stretched out in front of me on the sofa. I can hear him begin to kneel down onto the carpet. He slightly lifts up one of my arms, and I feel his warm mouth around my fingers, his tongue massaging each one of them. I'm even more aroused. Simultaneously feeling their warm mouths on my extremities is a delightful and sensual feeling. Ethan removes his mouth from my toes and starts kissing the back of my legs. Dominic follows suit and starts kissing the top of my arms. Ethan continues kissing me, moving up my legs, moving up my thighs, and up to my lace panties. Dominic continues kissing me up my arms, then on my shoulders, and then on my neck. I feel Ethan position my black lace panties off to the side, and I feel his warm tongue enter into my paradise, opening. Oh shit, I whisper to myself, Ethan's tongue going in and out slowly, tasting me. Dominic removes his tongue from my neck and slides his hands underneath my corset, cupping my breast. He's caressing both of my nipples with the tips of his fingers, then places the palms of his hands around my breast, gently massaging them. My eyes open as I start to become overwhelmed by the erotic sensations. 2 sexy men giving my body this much attention. They continue to caress, massage, and kiss me. They both remove their hands and tongues from me. I hear Ethan walk over to the armoire. Oh God, what is he getting from there? He walks back over to us. Dominic walks down towards Ethan. I turn my head downward to see what's going on. Ethan moves to one side of me while Dominic moves to the other side. Ethan hands Dominic massage oil. I turn my head back to the side because I don't want to stare. I feel someone sliding my lace panties down.
Lift up, Keeva. I need to take these off of you,
Ethan said. I lift my body up, and Ethan slides my panties all the way off, the top of my butt completely exposed. I place my body back down. I feel warm oil simultaneously being poured on each one of my legs, thighs, and butt cheeks. Both Ethan and Dominic start massaging my body with the oil. They move their hands up and down my lower body, gliding and gliding. I'm turned on. I feel my paradise juices begin to drip around my opening. I feel Ethan's hand move all the way up to my paradise, and he inserts a finger inside of me, moving it in and out, while Dominic continues to massage my leg, thigh, and butt cheek. Ethan's finger feels good against my walls. Dominic begins kissing my leg, thigh, and butt cheek. Ethan removes his finger from inside of me and goes back to massaging my body. I feel Dominic's hands glide up my leg, thigh, and up to my paradise. He inserts his finger inside of me. Oh, wow. His finger is longer than Ethan's. The inside of my paradise starts to adjust to his length as he slowly goes in and out of me. I become even more wet as Ethan begins to kiss my leg, thigh, and butt cheek. Ethan and Dominic continue this routine, alternating back and forth. I just lie here, loving it, loving this guilty pleasure. I've never desired 2 men at once. I've never had 2 men touch me in this way at once. There's Dominic's finger again. Wait, Ethan's finger goes inside of me too. What the hell? Both of them are fingering me at the same time. Nice and slow. This feels so good. I can't help it. I start to slowly thrust my hips so that I'm welcoming their entry inside of me. I thrust more and more, and they both slide their fingers out of me.
I think you are nice and relaxed now,
Ethan says.
I agree. I think she feels a lot less nervous now,
Dominic added.
Keeva, it's time to put on the masquerade mask now. It's time for you to play our game of pain and pleasure.
This ends Chapter 14, Part 1. Stay tuned for Chapter 14, Part 2 to find out what happens next. Keeva is relaxed, but can she stay that way? What happens in the game of pain and pleasure will blow your mind. You don't want to miss what's next. Here's a question for you. Have you ever fantasized about two people pleasing you? Would you or have you acted on that fantasy? Make sure you subscribe and tell a friend. There's going to be a lot to talk about. This is going to be so juicy. Yours truly, Miss Anonymous.